The Beretta APX has been out for a couple of years now, and the major point of contention with some people is the quote-unquote difficult field stripping process, getting the slide off of the frame. I have shown you how to do this in a couple of videos before, but I haven't done one specifically on showing you how to do it. I thought it would be important to go ahead and get that information out there today because some of the takedown attempts I've seen on these guns is an absolute debacle, and it almost scared me away from the gun when I watched some of them. I'm also going to show you an alternative method because some people are going to have inherently weak hands, limitations physically, maybe a birth defect or arthritis. So I'm going to show you guys, if that applies to you, how to break this down as well. I don't want you to miss out on a great handgun because you're afraid it's impossible to field strip, okay? So the first thing is, let's make sure it's empty. The magazine was empty. There is the chamber, all right? And that's because we're going to relieve striker tension in the gun. There's two ways to do it. Number one is going to be this little button right here. This one's a pin. Don't press that one. This one you would press with a tool, a 223 round, etc. I prefer to just press the trigger. Safe direction, I know it's unloaded. Press the trigger to relieve striker tension. Make sure you relieve the striker first. People try to manipulate the takedown lever before the tension is relieved, and it's a lot more difficult. And the way they do it, the slide could easily fly off and be damaged if it fell on rocks, asphalt, or concrete, okay? So the striker tension's relieved. From this point, that button right there is going to be the opposite side of the takedown lever, okay? So when I press that with my thumb, and that's the best way to do it, put this on towards you, you can see the takedown lever moves away from the frame, all right? All you're going to do is press in and push down with that finger. So get a good grasp on the gun, press in on the button, push the takedown lever down, and your slide's off. No magic, no extra effort. It's actually really, really simple if you do it right. First and foremost, though, get that striker tension off, okay? Now, usually when you put the APX back together and you rack it, the takedown lever goes back into place. If it doesn't, just pop it up there, okay? Now, I'm going to show you again. Relieve striker tension. I'm going to press the button, pull the takedown lever down, and the APX slide is off. It is really, really that simple. Now, for those of you, with all due respect, who may have physical limitations, arthritis, or birth defect, I'm going to show you a way to disassemble the APX. First and foremost, just like with the other method, make sure you're relieving striker tension first, okay? Whether you use the button on the opposite side of the frame or you press the trigger, do it first. Trust me, it's much, much easier. In the other method, I pressed this button with my thumb and rotated the takedown lever down with my index finger. What we're going to do in this case is take that button, put it on the edge of my workbench, and you could use a table, a countertop, the edge of a roll of tape, whatever you want. Just get it positioned to the point where you can press that button down, and as you can see, the takedown lever pops up. When that happens, rotate it down, and your slide is off, okay? Show you again, relieve striker tension. And there you go. Now guys, the reason I'm showing you is this. There's a lot of crazy information on the internet. We know that. This is too good of a pistol line to ignore simply because you're afraid of how it breaks down. I've showed you one method that if you are physically able to do is very simple. If you are not physically able to perform that one, this one gives you an alternative and it works.